What's going on, guys? We're at the doctor right now. I'm going in. I got some questions that I want to ask him, so hopefully he lets me film him. If he does not let me film him, then I will try to record him, and if he doesn't let me do that, then I will just have to relay the information. I want to know if he wants me to get any other tests done, maybe something else just besides testosterone and cholesterol levels, but we'll see what he has to say. See you in a sec. And what that is I'm tracking the transition from an animal product diet to a vegan diet. And I've been bodybuilding for the last 5 years. I feel like a lot of men assume with the vegan diet, if you go vegan, you'll lose all your muscles, you'll become like a less efficient athlete. So what I'm doing is I'm putting myself through a 12-week workout program where I'm trying to get certain numbers up. I'm trying to obviously build muscle mass, and I'm trying to get athletic numbers up as well, like my 40-yard dash, long jump, high jump, those types of things. And why I'm here today is I want to get my testosterone levels checked too. And maybe like other vitals, maybe like cholesterol levels, things that might be affected by going from an animal product diet to a vegan diet for 12 weeks. And it's my hopes that with doing this vegan diet, what I consider a win for the vegan diet is no change in healthy testosterone levels. Like it's still healthy, you know, or you know, similar with, or maybe like improvements in cholesterol, right, things like that. So yeah, I think it's a unique opportunity because people that are vegans or that are advocates of the diet, they are already vegan, so they can't track the change. So that's kind of just what I'm trying to do.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
The one thing I can't guarantee is that the testosterone levels are going to be covered by your insurance. Just so you know that. Cholesterol should be.
Yeah.
And I think we just did a CBC on you before your med for the dermatologist, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we can repeat that and see if it drops.
Cool.
Because some people don't get enough iron when they're following a vegan diet, and you can get mild anemia from that. Okay. So some people actually need iron supplementations unless they do it properly with eating a lot of legumes and other basically essential vegetables. Yeah, well balanced. Yeah, the main thing is just don't load up on all the carbs. Yeah. Because that's an error a lot of people make when they switch.
I'll be tracking my macronutrients. I'll be at like 50% carbs, 20 fats, and like 30 proteins, or maybe 25 each.
Where'd you learn about the vegan diet?
Just
self-studying?
Self-studying. Yeah, I've been bodybuilding for 5 years, and it's something that's really popular online. It's this big movement, and you know, there's a lot of benefits to it. Not just health, but you know, my main reasons are environmental and ethical, and health is kind of third. So, if it doesn't affect my health in a bad way, and let's say I'm still able to pursue my bodybuilding, then I don't see a reason that I shouldn't do it. You know. So, what do you think about the study that I'm doing?
Oh, it makes sense. Yeah. It's actually good feedback for people that are trying to make the transition.
Exactly.
Hopefully the cholesterol does show improvements.
Yeah.
12 weeks is plenty of time to do it.
I'm hoping for either some results one way or another. I'm hoping it doesn't just say the same, so I have nothing to really report because.
Right. Going from that, like I said, the main thing to worry about is maintaining the proper nutrition. Yeah. You know, nutritional intake, and that's the only thing you really got to worry about.
It's micronutrients and getting quality food instead of just eating cereal and bread and.
But you can, I mean, honestly, if you eat at least 50% vegetables throughout your meals, you should be fine.
So instead of just like just testosterone and cholesterol, is there any other studies I should run, or any other like tests on my? I'm gonna
order the CBC. I'm actually gonna order I'm gonna repeat your liver enzymes. Remember I talked about your elevated bilirubin in the past. Yeah. Which is probably just the Gilbert syndrome. We'll see if it normalizes it. Cool. Because again, you're gonna have less things filtering through. That could be caustic, so it's worth doing. So I'm going to give you a physical panel actually and check you for everything. Perfect. And then we'll repeat some of the other stuff at the 12 weeks that are more essential to repeat, which would be to make sure you're not anemic, check your cholesterol again, and we can repeat your testosterone level.
Awesome.
Okay.
Do you anticipate there being any change in testosterone? Do you think that like testosterone is related? Just opinion. Is it you don't think it's related to animal products?
I doubt it. I mean, it depends on the animal product.
Yeah, depends what we're talking about.
Right.
Like so milk and dairy, maybe.
Maybe a little bit because of hormone-induced things with the milk in particular and dairy product. I'm honestly not sure how much testosterone cattle product is being used for meat product anymore. Yeah. I think it's mostly dairy farms.
I guess.
So hopefully there's not a lot of testosterone in the meat that we eat and ingest. But more than likely, I don't expect a big change in your testosterone level, to be honest.
I think that'd be a win for veganism, because a lot of guys are scared. They're scared that if they jump on a vegan diet, they'll lose their muscle mass. Yeah.
But you produce your own testosterone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of enhancement, but protein is not what's making your body produce your testosterone.
I'm excited to get started. I've wanted to do this for a while. I went vegan for like a month, like 8 months ago, and I just started making excuses, and you get busy and life happens, and being a vegan, you have to prep all your own meals, and you can't go out to eat as much, and you go on vacation with your family, and you have to be that one guy who brings like a packed meal, so it's just, you're kind of a pain in the ass. Society doesn't make it an easy job for you.
I think being a vegan would be very difficult.
Very hard. But I feel like having like the support of like family and friends, and then this study to like kind of, I'm grounded in this. I finish things that I start. So this isn't a responsibility to me anymore. It's a responsibility to what I put forward, and like it's my reputation. I'm putting my name out there too, and telling people that I'm doing this.
I wonder how difficult. I mean, I understand the vegan concept. When you look at like the organic production and use of organic fertilizers, which still use animal product, animal byproduct.
Good point.
You get a lot. I mean, I had a person tell me a long time ago it was virtually impossible in the United States to have an organic farm.
Yeah, because of fertilizer.
Runoff from animals, runoff from wildlife. I mean, it's very complicated. You talked about steroid use in animals. I come from an agriculture background, and a lot of people in the mainstream think that they're just used freely and liberally along with antibiotics.
Yeah.
They're not. That stuff, it's a business. That's their bottom line. You know, those steroids are expensive, especially dairy steroids. And the use of them is very limited by the farmers because of the negative impact if they overuse them.
Right, and I think it's been limited significantly since we were children.
Yeah.
Especially with antibiotics. I've heard reports that there is like a new superbug that is immune to any antibiotic. I heard that recently out of China, because there's like a last resort antibiotic they were using in chickens regularly, and they warned against doing that in animals because over time a mutation will develop and they'll be able to.
Yeah, that was a variation of the avian flu, I think, or something along with that. I remember reading something about that one too. Yeah. I know my uncle sold his dairy farm out in 2003, but they started using BST as the steroid they use in dairy cattle. It's a naturally produced steroid that cows produce themselves. Obviously it's synthetic that they're injecting, but they had to be so sparing with their use of it because of the negative impact on the cattle and the reproductive cycles, which is a big part of their bottom line. So it's something, I mean, for your information to research even further, it's like, so you could really educate the people.
Have you ever seen the documentary Cowspiracy? No? It's basically, this guy has this theory or this like conspiracy that a lot of these big nonprofit organizations like Greenpeace that are, they fight for environmental sustainability, I guess. And their main issues are like our water use, so like the individual's water use, and they're fighting for things that are insignificant compared to animal agriculture. And when I said my main reason is environmental, it's because the huge environmental impact that animal agriculture has on the environment. Cows take up tons of space. I mean, it's the facts. There's an acre of the Amazon rainforest being cut down every second right now for grazing. 400-pound cattle eat 100 pounds of grain every day, so they just take up a lot of space. Their effect with cow farts, the nitrous oxide in the environment that's more of a, or that's stronger than CO2 in terms of like how much it matters for global warming. So animals have a huge impact. There's like twice as many chickens as humans, and I don't know all these stats off the top of my head, but it's close to something like what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Especially if you travel through North Carolina, hogs outnumber people in the state of North Carolina.
It's great.
You drive through the panhandle of Texas and see some of the feedlots. I hauled corn into a feedlot there was, on 640 acres, there was 120,000 head of cattle being fed out at any one time. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the impact environmentally is huge if the farmers aren't, environmentally sustainable themselves. The large corporate farms are guilty of not being that. The small,
Talk about a lot of the waste too that cows produce, or just animals in general. All human waste is treated before being run off, and cows isn't. There's dead zones in the world that they can't even sustain life just because the waste of animals.
Oh yeah. It's a very complicated topic.
And the conspiracy thing, like the guy was wondering why are no environmentalists fighting for this. He thinks it has a lot to do with lobbyists in the food and dairy industry, and who even makes the pie chart for what we're supposed to eat. Who runs these milk commercials is
Oh yeah. Interesting conversations.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Why Matthew's working.
I'm trying to learn things for myself. I feel like I can't learn about my own body unless I do this on test. Because there's opinion here, opinion here, opinion here. Unless I do this to myself, who will know?
I mean, things that I can. I mean, I almost guarantee your cholesterol will go down, even if your cholesterol numbers are good.
Yeah.
More than likely. I'm going to look at your vitamin D level too, see if actually a vegan diet increases vitamin D.
So you're curious.
Yeah. Just because I'm curious, because there's not a lot of vitamin D production predominantly is from sunlight exposure and dairy. So I want to see what happens with that. Curiously. Hopefully your CBC counts, like hemoglobin hematocrit, stay stable and don't drop. But that honestly can be done properly by vegans. I know it can, and since you're doing this as new to you, it'll help you educate yourself. Perfect. To make sure it doesn't drop lower than you want it to be. I'm going to check your iron levels twice just to see if you can maintain it. What else? And then the testosterone, like I said, I doubt that'll fluctuate too much. But the other thing with testosterone, you have to do the lab very similar. You want to do it first thing in the morning.
I'm fasted right now, so I gotta repeat that.
But you want to do it around the same time the next time too. Then, okay? Because the earlier you do it in the morning, usually your testosterone levels are actually lower. So the longer you wait in the day, your testosterone is naturally going to raise up a little bit. So you just want to do it around the same time. So just log it so you remember.
Appointment at 9 a.m. about you get it tested.
All right, and then I'll give you labs for both this time. We'll just do one now and then one for 3 months out.
Cool.
Okay.
Perfect.
Anything else?
That's it, man.
Good seeing you.
Thank you.
Cool.
Right. Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, I'll be around this summer. It'll be interesting to see your results.
Right. I bet that was you're not used to this, right?
No.
Usually people have problems, and
neither am I.
I'm trying to learn.
All right. We'll be blurred.
What's that?
We'll be blurred out.
Yeah, no, you guys aren't even in it at all. Right. It's all just on me, but you guys won't be seen. You want me to give a shout out to your practice, though, or no? No?
No, not without legal
ramifications.
We got too many lawyers now.
Thank you very much.
All right.